This is gonna be weird. Streaming without. Um. Let's see here. All right. This is so weird not having a my webcam on. Okay. Um. Let's get loaded. Oh. 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 Wait. Hold on. I want to see. I am very uncreative with my name. Oh. Oh.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my...
What can I get for you?
Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Heimdall, what the fuck are you doing? Wow.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor. That I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
I always. Man, this looks good. And let's observe the wood here. Who the?
What can I get for you?
Oh, look at the mod.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Farewell.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is...
You want another
waiting for
person
a
to proposition
dagger
you?
against his throat, the way he goes
Could
on
be me.
shouting. I heard him boasting at the bannered mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
What can I do for you, friend? I ain't done nothing. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Argonian ale. I can almost taste it. Sure, whatever. What can I do for you, friend?
Got a pretty good stock of potions and alchemy reagents. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls,
God, no, you'll
I
never
have
see
all
me
that I
do
need to
ASMR,
function
Clay.
for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whip vein I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich
Main
man
reason I
indeed.
decided to do this, I felt too lazy to put on the camera. Oh, yeah. Rocking with the mic still, so that I can read things, if I can still read things.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
I mean, kinda, but it's gonna be less me talking.
Interesting. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice. I offer remedies.
Yeah, no cam feels like it fits better.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? Hmm? What of Thorold?
Chops and
Is he
steaks fit
nothing?
for a jarl.
So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war.
I feel like the cam took away from the beauty of this game, or of the mods.
My son still lives, I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborn, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of
Do
steak
you
or a
believe
tender rack
this
of ribs.
old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, coward.
The finest
Your
cuts,
stupid
fresh from
son
the
is
wilds.
dead.
He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Red.
Sadia, dear?
Yes, Mom?
Just a reminder, sweetie. The blankets still need to be washed.
Oh, yes, Miss Hulda.
Oh. Heard there were wolves on the road up north.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that cookbook? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions in Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Need anything else? Just let me know.
We drink to our youth, today's come and gone. For the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and
Imperial propaganda.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. What did you just say? All I heard was a sound of jealousy. I don't have to take that from you. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Guys, no.
12 septums on the big one.
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that. You win. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again.
That's what I thought, bitch boy.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
Is that a promise? You think you can take me on?
And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come on. Well, well. Another maggot to squash beneath my feet.
and a right hook, 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 and a right, and a right, and a right, left. Clay, if you're still lurking, I'm upset that I missed the fun last night in Discord.
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me. You're no liar. Best
Oh,
fight
I'm
I've
sure
had in
you
years.
are.
There you are. If you ever need another blade at your side, just ask.
I would have just gotten in
My
Casey's
son
way.
handled it.
Casey handled it just fine.
I've got your back. Very well. Travel safe.
Hello, friend. Let's not waste any time.
Divine smile on you, friend.
What? Why are you looking at me? Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I found it in the temple.
Treat yourself and your kid to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Not anymore, thanks to you, friend.
You're welcome, friend.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
Ripe fruit and... Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Take care of yourself.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling.
Come at last.
Those
the
werewolf
season
tales are
unending. War without end. All I can think about is my son, my Thor. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Glory. Only
Looking at?
awaits those who try.
Oh, the fruit looks so good. So juicy.
No
Finest
handouts
cuts,
today,
fresh
Brandon.
from the
No
wilds.
scat. You'll scare off my paying customers.
Just one apple, Carlotta.
Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Roost dungeon myself.
That a promise, big boy? Ew.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that fused dagger. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can
They say
keep your
Helgen
wife.
got hit by a
If
dragon.
you set foot
One of those
outside
horrors
that
comes
gate,
here.
I
You'll
won't
be
be
ready.
here when you return.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. If you find that sword, please. Saphir! Wait, I
just want to go home and read.
I don't have any money. You better give me 5 septims right now, or I'm gonna bloody your nose. No, please. I really don't have any money, Brave.
My
I'll give
daughter
you 10
Briggs
septims
says I
tomorrow.
read too much.
Just don't hit me.
Play with me, Mom.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Averstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother.
Do you need something?
So, you're here to help?
Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what's going on.
My brother Thorald. He was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went missing. Everyone assumes he's dead. But he's not. I just know it. The Imperials captured him, and they're holding him someplace. The Battleborns know where. I'd go and search their house for proof, but they want me to. I'd be captured, and then we'll never know what happened to him. So I need someone to find that proof for me. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
I got you, broski. I got you.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
They take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take your homes? Your businesses?
What can I help you
Your
with today?
children? Your very lives? And what does the...
Okay, so if you press shift, and then, which puts you into walk mode, and then you get into a conversation, you get stuck in that walk mode, and you have to hold down shift to jog. Tad annoying. Oh, god, fuck! Or I guess if you do it and... What? How did this happen? No, it's not gonna be that. What even is this? I don't know. No, it's not gonna be combat gameplay, is it? Okay, I guess I just gotta go fucking caps mode.
My friend Olava, the seer, she says things will get better for me once I start sticking up for myself. Yes, Braith bullies me all the time. All the elders think I'm a milk drinker because I can't fight. Nobody understands. If you can get Braith to leave me alone, I'll be your best friend. Forever. I'll pay you too. My whole life savings. 2 septims. Oh, good. She'll listen to you. I just know it.
Shit. 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 Oh, they're sniffing for me. It has come to my attention that inquiries have been made as to the whereabouts of one Thorald Greymane. It is my duty to inform you that Thalmor agents have taken possession of the prisoner and have escorted him to Northwatch Keep. I do not think I need to elaborate. It is in everyone's best interest if the matter is dropped entirely. I trust there will be no further inquiry as to this matter. General Tullius. Not like a chest. Maybe edit. Okay.
Let's get going.
It's no fun getting pushed
Kid,
around all
that
the time.
sweet roll is as big as your fucking
What are you
head.
doing that for?
Look, it's bigger! Alright, that's your fault. You dropped the sweet roll, not me.
Please, anything you
Do
can
you have
to
news?
help me
Did you
find
find something?
Thorald.
I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9. It's worse than I thought. So, Northwatch Keep. Then we know where to hit them. I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorald can't be left to those monsters. What? You, alone, reasoning with the Thalmor? That's madness, friend. You're serious, aren't you? Very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you can't do it, I will.
Yoink.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death?
No.
I see. Well, perhaps you'll take pity on a humble priest who has lost something precious. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arcade be upon you.
What can I do for you? Come on!
Oh! Broken battlements and wrecked walls, where worship of the horror once embraced. The bites of 50 winters, frost and wind, have cracked and pitted the unholy gates, and brought down the cruel, obscene spire. All is dust, all is nothing more than dust. The blood has dried and screams have echoed out. Framed by hills in the wildest forlorn place of Morrowind sits the barren bones of Ebernannt. When thrice blessed Rangadil first saw Ebernannt, it burnished silver bright with power and permanence, a dreadful place with dreadful men to guard it. With fever-glassed eyes and strength through the horror, Rangadil saw the foe's number was far greater than the few ordinators and buoyant armigers he led. Watching from the hills above, the field and castle of death, while it stood, it damned the souls of the people of Morrowind, accursed, iniquitous castle Ebernannt. The alarum was sounded, calling the holy warriors to battle, to answer villainy shield with justice's spear, to steel themselves to fight at the front and be brave. Rangadil too grasped his shield and his thin ebon spear. I'm an adult. No, I'm not. And the clamor of battle began with a resounding crash. To shake the clouds down from the sky, the shield wall was smashed and blood staunched, the ground of the field a battle like no other, of Morrowind, to destroy the evil of Ebernannt. The maniacal horde were skilled at arms for certes, but the 3 holy fists of Mother, Lord, and Wizard pushed the monster's army back in charge after charge. Rangadil saw from above, urging the army to defend. Skyrim, it goes good. I'm amazed at how smoothly this fucking runs, because this is more mods than I have ever put into my Skyrim before. Like this is like nearly 300 mods. I think the most I on my own did mods 120 to 130 maybe. Dagathros himself in his pernicious tower spire, and knew that only when the heart of evil was caught would the land heir be truly saved. He pledged then by the temple and the holy tribunal of Morrowind to take the tower of Ebernannt. And yeah. Honestly, I mean, the Skyrim Special Edition didn't really fix much that the Skyrim script extender and Skyrim unofficial patch for base game. Like, they didn't really... Like, they knew that those guys would just, like, fucking put that mod onto the Special Edition, so they didn't even bother. I think Anniversary Edition is the same. But what I did like to hear, there was... Todd Howard did an interview or something. And he said that they've hired a good bit of the Skyrim modding community. They've hired them and have them like working on Starfall, Starfield, and Elder Scrolls 6, which I think is really cool. That's one of the things that like Bethesda Bethesda releases broken games. They don't release unfinished games. They release broken games. But they tend to do a really good job. They're one of the few companies that I think I can pretty confidently say do a damn good job of being rather supportive of the community. In a violent push, the tower base was pierced. Oh, I'm an adult. I'm an adult. Don't make it inappropriate, Ryan. Too late. But all efforts to fell the spire came to naught, as if all the strength of the horror held that one tower. The stairwell up was steep and so tight. Damn it. The stairwell up was steep and so tight that two warriors could not ascend it side by side. So single file the army clambered up and up to take the tower room and end the reign of one of the cruelest petty tyrants in the annals of Morrowind. Daggothras of Ebernanit. They awaited a victory cry from the first to scale the tower, but silence only returned and then the blood. First only a rivulet, and then a scarlet course, poured down the steep stairwell with the cry from above. Daggothras is besting our army one by one. Rangandil called his army back, every ordinator and buoyant armiger, and he himself ascended the stairs, passing the bloody remains of the best warriors of Morrowind, to the tower room of Ebernanit. Like a raven of death on its eyrie was Daggothras, holding bloody shield and bloody blade at the tower room door. Every thrust of Rangadil's spear was blocked with ease. Every slash of Rangadil's blade was deflected away. Every blow of Rangadil's mace was met by the shield. Every quick arrow shot could find no purchase, for the monster's greatest power was in his dread blessing, that no weapon from no warrior found in all of Morrowind could pass the shield of Ebernanit. As hour passed hour, Rangadil came to understand how his greatest warriors met their end with Daggothras, for he could exhaust them by blocking their attacks, and then, thus weakened, they were simply cut down. The villain was patient and skilled with the shield, and Rangadil felt even his own mighty arms growing numb, while Daggothras anticipated and blocked each cut, and Rangadil feared that without the blessing of the Divine Three of Morrowind, he would die in the Tower of Ebernanit. How fucking long is this book? But as he still poured down blows as he yelled, "Foe! I am Rangadil, a prince of the true temple, and I have fought in many a battle, and many a warrior has tried to stop my blade and has failed. Very few can anticipate which blow I am planning, and fewer knowing that know how to arrest the design, or have the strength to absorb all of my strikes. There is no greater master of shield blocking in all of Morrowind than here in the castle Ebernanit. My foe, Dark Lord Daggothras, before you slay me, I beg you, tell me how you know how to block." Wickedly proud, Daggothras heard Rangadil's plea, and decided that before he gutted the temple champion, he would deign to give him some knowledge for the afterlife, how his instinct and reflexes worked, and as he started to explain, he realized that he did not know how he did it, and watched, puzzled, as Rangadil delivered what the tales of Morrowind called the death blow of Ebernanit. That story ultimately did not make any sense. Geocrates Varnus explains. The horror refers to the Daedra Prince Mehrunes Dagon. 50 Winters suggests that the epic was written 50 years after the siege of Ebernanit, which took place in 3rd Era 150. Thrice blessed Rangadil is Rangadil Kettle, born 2nd Era 803, died 3rd Era 195. He was the commander of the Temple Ordinators and thrice blessed by being blessed by the Tribunal of Gods. Mother, Lord, and Wizard refers to the Tribunal of Almalexia, Vivek, and Sotha Sil. Daggothras was a powerful Daedra worshipper of unknown origin who declared himself the heir of the 6th house, though there is little evidence he descended from the vanished family. Well, I meant to pick that up. And that. skeleton. Paul's bricked up. Oh boy. Nope, you're not allowed. Nope. Wake the fuck back up. Get the fuck out of bed. I have a amulet to give you, you bitch.
This terrible war, I'm a bit overwhelmed, as are the catacombs. Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure. Pleasure doing business with you. Indeed. Actually, sir, would you like some company in that bed? There's... Damn it. Hey! Fuck your bread. You won't let me sleep with you. I gotta go wait outside. For it to be day. Stab me with justice's spear. I'll do more than that, Paul.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. If you look...
Excuse me, but I'm trying to read.
No, the fuck you're not. Oh, she's there, kid? Man, I never put that together.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
Stop bullying people, you bitch.
Yeah? Why?
You want to be shipped off to Honorable fucking orphanage? I'm gonna just steal her from her parents.
Okay, I'll leave him alone.
Jesus Christ.
He's kidding around. Besides, if he'd only kiss me, I wouldn't have to beat him up all the time.
I don't... You know what?
Done?
I'm still here.
Wasn't talking to you, Uthgard. Actually, you know what? Let's, No, with that lighting, you're not... God damn, the rain effects in this mod pack. This game.
Mister, could you spare a coin? Once I've made enough money trading with... Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade. Farewell.
I'm so hungry.
Where is that? Where's that? I think a follower this mod pack has in it.
Sometimes I miss the soldiers.
Walked by her before, but I don't know where she is now. This man is dedicated to Talos. Respect.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
I considered it. I considered it. That's a tall fucking tree. What the fuck? I'm too short. That just looks like a fucking dick. That's a phallic shaped object if I've ever seen one in a video game. Oh, I can promise you, Mr. Priest, that's not the only thing rising. Stormcloaks aren't all that'll be rising today.
Time to chat with an old woman.
Well, let's go get Emran's sword.
What can I do?
Got 2 grand. Might be able to buy it first.
Got the fleetest steed? Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. You've got the deal. It's the one with the saddle. Ride strong.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Honest pay for honest work. You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
Can I help you?
So you actually, okay. That's fucking cool. You actually have to ask for permission now if you want to farm people's crops and then sell it to them. Damn right, I'm a hero. Sorry I fucked you up that badly, my dude. Excuse me, you're on my chest. Rodolph, your little stunts try my patience. I know my uncle has issues, but he is our watchman and you will respect him. No more sneaking in and out, no more games with his leisure or nails on his chair. One more joke and you'll see how funny a day in the cage can be. Javier. Well, they're taking care of the blind man at the opening of the cave. Shame he's gotta die. And really, it's a kindness that I'm about to kill a blind man, because, oh, that Blake could get revenge with that clip right there. That soundbite. You know, because I'm about to kill everyone in this cave, and if I just leave him as the only survivor, well, then he'll just starve to death, and this is a kindness. This is It's a kindness. I swear. I swear, Ulfer. Did it out of love. God damn, this game is so fucking good. All these goddamn mods.
So you win?
That's gonna be my new. Yeah, Clay has my permission to use. If he has any sound bites from, if I have any clips or sound bites that he thinks would be funny to have, Clay has my permission to use them. God, that just sounds so good. Oh. Game's fucking him. God damn. What mods can do for Skyrim. Okay, question for chat. Do y'all think, because Fallout 4 was, I mean, of course, successful for Bethesda, and it does have longevity. It does have a lot of mods to it, but it still does not even come close to Skyrim. So like, y'all think Elder Scrolls 6 will be able to top Skyrim? Or is Skyrim their peak for a massive mod community?
You think it'd work?
Of course not. Dogs I could train, but I had
It's honestly, I had the same thing, Paul. I do not have Dark and Darker.
Well, that's taken care of.
Be free, Mr. Wolf. For like when I first got Skyrim, I got Skyrim late. Like I didn't get it when it released. I got it like 2 years after it released. And I got it for my PlayStation 3. And when I got it, I played it. I think I put a few hours into it, and then just couldn't. I was also playing Star Wars the Old Republic at the same time. No, I got Skyrim actually in I think 7th grade. So actually a year or so after it released. Man, I'm trying to remember timelines here, and I fucking can't. All I know is I didn't like Skyrim at first. I think I left it untouched for a good few months, and just kept playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. And then, when I gave it another shot, because also I sucked at the game. I was very bad at video games in middle school. I didn't know you could lower the difficulty. I was not very. I played a lot of games growing up, but like, I like the games I had growing up were like, Pokemon, or games that have you select the difficulty in the main menu. Elder Scrolls didn't do that, so I just thought that there wasn't a way to shift the difficulty around in the game. I just had it as it was. And then I think I saw someone else. I was watching someone do a Let's Play of Skyrim, and they were adjusting their difficulty, and I was like, you can do that? And so I lowered my Skyrim difficulty a bit, like 1 notch, and then I got fucked and sucked in. You know, I was in middle school. I played Call of Duty a lot. And I would just play the campaign like on the regular difficulty. But that's like that's an example of a game that asked you what difficulty you wanted to play it on when you boot up the campaign. You can see the... Oh wait, no, that's one of the mods I think telling me he's a quest target. Vikings have been good these past few weeks. Must be because of the war. Lots of merchants and cowards looking for somewhere to curl up and hide from all the fighting. I've told the men to ease the burden on these poor souls by relieving them all of all that gold they're carrying. Guard patrols along the road are way up. We can barely set foot outside. Travelers must have complained to the Jarl. Looks like the guard isn't ready to move against us yet, but the pressure is getting to the men. I'm having Rajir keep watch with Ulf for now. That should shut them up about our security. Damn that Bulgruf! A mutiny among my men! I could hardly believe it. Thank the gods Ulfar heard of it in time. He may be blind, but he's not deaf. I killed Anyor myself. A couple of the others ran for it, but we hunted them down quick enough. Only Asa and Rajir got away. Good riddance. There's rumor of a dragon attack on Helgen. A dragon? Hardly. More likely just a story made up by some idiot frightened out of his wits by the war. In any case, the guard seems to have pulled back to the city, though we've been able to run a few decent raids again. One of the merchants had some odd cargo. Bunch of pelts and animals, including a wolf. I let the men roast the other animals, but the wolf I saved. Be handy to have a guard dog like that. We could just train him a little. Well, I didn't kill the wolf. Still somewhere doing wolf things. Could use... This is an upgrade. Let's go fuck up Valtheim Towers, too. But now, when I look back at my time playing Skyrim, like middle school and then first half of freshman year of high school, I'm like, God damn, how could I put that many hours? Okay, Wolf, I'm gonna pass right by you. Please don't get mad at me. Okay. I put so many fucking hours into that game on PS3. It took forever. Like, I'd play it so much, and then of course, because it's PS3 and it's Skyrim, after a certain amount of time, the game just doesn't load, or it's gonna be like a 5 to 10 minute load. It's better to just fucking restart a new save. Time to bonk. Boom. Killed him too fucking fast. Just came to discover your location, lads. Don't mind me. Time to bonk.
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see?
Hmm.
You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road. You know, now that I think of it, that sounds fair. Shove off before the others notice.
How about no?
You won't live to see tomorrow.
Ah!
You think I'm afraid of you?
Where does Patty go?
Someone there? Thought I heard something.
Gonna have to dive down for that corpse. Well, shit. The Black Arrow, Part 2 by Gorgic Green. On the last dinner in my employ at the palace, the Duchess, quite surprisingly, had invited the Mayor of Maliva and Master Hiromaste himself, among her other guests. The servants' gossip was manic. The Mayor had been there before, albeit very irregularly, but Hiromaste's presence was unthinkable. What could she mean by such a conciliatory gesture? The dinner itself progressed along with perfect, if slightly cool, civility among all parties. Hiromaste and the Duchess were both very quiet. The Mayor tried to engage the group in a discussion of the Emperor Pelagius IV's new son and heir, Uriel, but it failed to spark much interest. Lady Vilea, elderly but much more vivacious than her sister the Duchess, led most of the talk about crime and scandal in Elden Root. I have been encouraging her to move out to the country, away from all that unpleasantness for years now, the Duchess said, meeting the eyes of the Mayor. We've been discussing more recently the possibility of her building a palace on Maliva Hill, but there's so little space there, as you know. Fortunately, we have come to a discovery. There is a wide field just a few days west on the edge of the river, ideally suited. It sounds perfect, the Mayor smiled and turned to Lady Vilea. When will your ladyship begin building? The very day you move your village to the site, replied the Duchess of Woda. The Mayor turned to her to see if she was joking. He obviously was not. Think of how much more commerce you could bring to your village if you were close to the river, said Lady Vilea jovially. And Master Hiyomaste's students could have easier access to his fine school. Everyone would benefit. I know it would put my sister's heart to ease if there was less trespassing and poaching on her lands. There is no poaching or trespassing on your lands now, your grace, frowned Hiyomaste. You do not own the jungle, nor will you. The villagers may be persuaded to leave, that I do not know, but my school will stay where it is. The dinner party never really recovered happily. Hiyomaste and the Mayor excused themselves, and my services, such as they were not needed in the drawing room where the group went to have their drinks. There was no laughter to be heard through the walls that evening. The next day, even though there was a dinner planned for the evening, I left on my usual walk to Maliva. Before I had even reached the drawbridge, the guard held me back. Where are you going, Gorgic? Not to the village, are you? Why not? He pointed to the plume of smoke in the distance. A fire broke out very early this morning, and it's still going. Apparently it started at Master Hiyomaste's school. It looks like the work of some traveling brigands. Blessed Stendar, I cried. Are the students alive? No one knows, but it'd be a miracle if any survived. It was late, and most everyone was sleeping. I know they've already found the master's body, or what was left of it. And they also found that girl, your friend. Dralissa? I spent the day in a state of shock. It seemed inconceivable what my instinct told me, that the two noble old ladies, Lady Vilea and the Duchess of Woda, had arranged for a village and school that irritated them to be reduced to ashes. At dinner, they mentioned the fire in Maliva only very briefly, as if it were not news at all, but I did see the Duchess smile for the first time ever. It was a smile I will never forget until the day I die. The next morning, I had resolved to go to the village and see if I could be of any assistance to the survivors. I was passing through the servants' hall to the grand foyer when I heard the sound of a group of people ahead. The guards and most of the servants were there, pointing at the portrait of the Duchess that hung in the center of the hall. There was a single black bolt of ebony piercing the painting, right at the Duchess's heart. I recognized it at once. It was one of Misson Akin's arrows I had seen in his quiver, forged, he said, in the bowels of Dagath itself. My first reaction was relief. The Dunmer who had been kind enough to give me a ride to the palace had survived the fire. My second reaction was echoed by all present in the hall. How had the vandal gotten past the guards, the gate, the moat, and the massive iron door? The Duchess, arriving shortly after I, was clearly furious, though she was too well bred to show it but by raising her web-thin eyebrows. She wasted no time in assigning all her servants to new duties to keep the palace grounds guarded at all times. We were given regular shifts and precise, narrow patrols. The next morning, despite all precautions, there was another black arrow piercing the Duchess's portrait. So it continued for a week's time. The Duchess saw to it that at least one person was always present in the foyer, but somehow the arrow always found its way to her painting whenever the guards' eyes were momentarily averted. A complex series of signals were devised so each patrol could report back any sounds or disturbances they encountered during their vigil. At first, the Duchess arranged them so her castellan would receive record of any disturbances during the day, and the chief of the guard during the night. But when she found that she could not sleep, she made certain that the information came to her directly. The atmosphere in the palace had shifted from gloomy to nightmarish. A snake would slither across the moat, and suddenly her grace would be tearing through the east wing to investigate. A strong gust of wind ruffling the leaves on one of the few trees in the lawn was a similar emergency. An unfortunate lone traveler on the road in front of the palace, a completely innocent man as it turned out, brought such a violent reaction that he must have thought that he had stumbled on a war. In a way, he had. And every morning there was a new arrow in the front hall, mocking her. I was given the terrible assignment of guarding the portrait for a few hours in the early morning. Not wanting to be the one to discover the arrow, I seated myself in a chair opposite, never letting my eyes move away for even a second. I don't know if you've had the experience of watching one object relentlessly, but it has a strange effect. All other senses vanish. That was why I was particularly startled when the Duchess rushed into the room, blurring the gulf for me between her portrait and herself. There's something moving behind the tree across the road from the gate, she roared, pushing me aside and fumbling with her key in the gold lock. She was shaking with madness and excitement, and the key did not seem to want to go in. I reached out to help her, but the Duchess was already kneeling, her eye to the keyhole, to be certain that the key went through. It was precisely in that second that the arrow arrived. But this one never made it as far as the portrait. I actually met Mr. Akin years later, while I was in Morrowind to entertain some nobles. He was impressed that I had risen from being a humble domestic servant to being a bard of some renown. He himself had returned to the Ashlands and, like his old master Hiomaste, was retired to the simple life of teaching and hunting. I told him that I had heard that Lady Villia had decided not to leave the city, and that the village of Modiva B had been rebuilt. He was happy to hear that, but I could not find a way to ask him what I really wanted to know. I felt like a fool just wondering if what I thought were true, that he had been behind Trelissa's tree across the road from the gate every morning that summer, firing an arrow through the gate across the lawn, across the moat, through a keyhole, and into a portrait of the Duchess of Woda until he struck the Duchess herself. It was clearly an impossibility. I chose not to ask. As we left one another that day and he was waving goodbye, he said, "I am pleased to see you doing so well, my friend. I am happy you moved that chair." Now that was a good story, wasn't it? What's your name? Oathguard. I thought there was a magic bow up here. Wait, no, it's right there. No, let's go find that chieftain's body. Oh, there it is.
Can I help you?
Refilling my water bottle. 1 second, chaps. 1 second.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
I love that line so much.
Come and see my selection. Oh,
hello.
There's...
You're a strapping young man. Don't be a stranger. Lead the way. What can I do for you, friend?
Okay, so she's just a...
Sure, what can I do for you? What is it? Is there something I can help? I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Yeah, it's just a...
I'll head back home if you need me.
Just a character that...
I'm telling you, I heard it howling. Those weird ones playing such
So you're telling me the Skyrim this game? Yeah, don't you see it?
You tried mercenary work? Then you found it. I've been looking for that blade for months. You took on all those bandits yourself? Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you in honor of his memory. Travel safe.
Okay. Health.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun mostly. Hard work.
Future of Skyrim.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
Tamriel. And there it is.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn.
God, this game... God, I just... Damn. Literally, never in... I never thought Skyrim could fucking look like this, man.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruth is not receiving visitors. Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw, I was heading this way.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Use subtlety and suggestion to turn it.
The leather gonna be better? Yeah.
Thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Hrongar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
I'm so angry I can hardly stand it. Father promised me a new dress days ago. Now where is it?
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to be patient.
Farengar, I think I found
that.
someone who can help
It-
you with your dragon project. Go
It
ahead.
throbs.
Fill in with all the details.
So
With
the
light.
Archon can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right?
Okay.
Learned of a certain
Bit
stone
rude there.
tablet
To my
said to be
betters?
in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Wait for me. Farengar.
What can I help you with today?
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
20 septims, you greedy bitch.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
How'd you know? Have you found it? Did someone file a missing sweet roll report? Someone finally get to it? I submitted it 5 days ago. And I haven't heard anything.
Fancy the leather armor, huh? Something to be said for going light.
Don't fail me.
You didn't find my sweet roll.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
I envy you the chance to... student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. You know, if you've got the app that... You should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
One 1% more damage.
Decent enchantment, but keep studying. You've only scratched the surface. I I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some
Gert's
frost
head
salt
going
for
back and
Arcadia.
forth.
She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Well, fuck you.
I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
You're rude, man.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. Pardon me, but do I detect... Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose my
Scandal.
compensation.
Romance. Love.
These potions should suffice. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Take care of yourself.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back.
Time to bell the dragon. Better late than never, am I right, Earlith? Don't worry, I'm coming.
Any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. If that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what was the deal.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere.
Rocky and Thor got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Let's save us. Here he comes again.
There's the big boy, the big chunky boy. Well, that looks ominous, the red. Oh, hello, dragon. Sorry, I was focused on the red-looking river. That. Please don't hurt me, Mr. Hey, Mr. Dragon. I'm trying to shoot you. Okay, I can't fucking see you when you. I'm fucking missing. hot. Fire's hot. Ah! 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 Where'd he go? Oh. Nope. Ah! Whee! Ooh. Yeah, I get him. Yeah, I got him. Guys, got him. Damn, the sky is pretty. Who's?
I can't believe it. You're dragon. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't know.
Well, you can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragon? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
My grandfather used to tell stories about the dragon.
Can I help you?
Those
That was
born
the
with the
hairiest
dragon
fight
blood.
I've ever been in.
Like old
I've
timers
been in more
said.
than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn dragons. I'm so glad.
There weren't any dragons then.
God damn, the game is dark on your screen. Hold on. There we go. You can now see 2 feet in front of my character. The sky is yelling at me. Okay, just because I want to be able to see. No, God damn it. I said I wanted to see. I can't see through the fog.
Good to see you.
Can I help you?
You there.
Me here.
Someone in Whiterun, and will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. She
Okay.
cannot hide from us forever.
What can I do for you? The finest weapons and armor. Good luck out there.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Take a look. Do come back.
Don't be sarcastic.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Enough!
Therapy.
Hello, Thalia, dear. Lily. Just browsing over your
For I love you! I love.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
No.
I knew I could
Yes, he
count
was.
on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
No,
That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning
I'm
you
deaf.
to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn?
Okay, you imperial
What
dick.
nonsense. Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Rongar, don't be so hard on Avenich.
I meant no disrespect, of course.
Oh, fuck off, you
It's just that,
puffed up
what do these
piece of shit.
Greybeards want with him?
That's the
They want my
Greybeards'
booty.
business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that?
No.
High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun.
Woo!
It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl.
Woo!
And this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office.
Woo!
I'll also notify my guards of your new title.
Woo!
Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we?
Of course not.
We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to
You
defend.
need something.
Yes, mother.
I'm heading home if you need me.
Oh shit. Yo, that look fucking cool.
Divines bless you. May the
5,000
ground you
ink.
walk quake as you pass.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your house, Carl. It's an honor to serve you. Lead
Damn
the
right
way.
it is.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with people from other parts of the world, of the Empire, coming to your home, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, Mr. Racist Whiterun Guard. Okay?
Hunt the game myself every day.
Come to chat with an old woman.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
What can I do for you? Are you sure? Oh no. They found me? I need your help, please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately.
Quickly, come with me.
Okay.
There's nothing like a good song to lift the spirit in troubled times.
No, not down with Ulfric. Imperial propaganda.
So, are you working with
Ah,
me?
a dagger.
You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose fingers.
Is that a promise?
I mean it. Is there something I can do for you? So the Alakir know where I am? What do they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Tell me. Then I need your help, and there isn't anyone else I can trust here in the city. I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alaki, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution. They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are. I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust. I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down. You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards to handle? These men are ruthless, cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alakir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you. Find me the moment the Alakir are taken care of.
Lydia, we got some interrogating to do. fuck is in here? Oh. Oh. Never mind. John, I'm doing all right. How are you?
What are you looking at?
You.
You have a death wish, then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out. I have dishonored my brothers by being captured, so they have left me here. My life with the Alakir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land.
Lydia, what are you doing inside the prison?
Start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Full adult now? I have a credit card. Nice.
100 gold will secure my release. You can afford that, can't you? I suppose you'd better hope you can. If you
Dude, I wish I had gotten a credit card sooner.
Get the money into the hands of one of these guards.
I took way too long to get one.
Because I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't.
Loser.
Farewell.
Oh.
I trust the day has found you well, Faye. Out with it. Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
Dude, I have like I have nearly 300 No, get fucking back here, you. Hey. Hey. I have like, I should just put the mod list like somewhere.
We'll be ready.
I'm right behind you. You lead, I'll follow.
Shit.
Need something?
All these mods, still broken. Okay, let's see if this will allow him to get closer. It is.
What are you looking at? You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out. They'll kill you. But that's your problem, not mine. Guard! My fine's been paid, now set me free.
Gotta go on a bit of an adventure to reach this one. Nice, John. Love to see it. I could never do glasses. When I first got prescribed, I only wore them when I needed to see like the school, the whiteboard or blackboard, depending on if it was an older classroom that had not switched to a whiteboard yet. I'd only wear my glasses because I didn't need them all the time to see. I would just wear them when I needed to take notes in class. And then when I started doing driver's ed, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna need contacts. I'm sick of glasses. And I was also needing to wear glasses more often. I was like, oh, I don't like my face with glasses. Turning 22 tomorrow? Well, if I don't see you tomorrow, tomorrow night stream, John, happy birthday right now. Quest right now is the Alakir quest. 3 more years. Oh. I've thought about, like, my mom has even asked me about laser eye surgery, like what my thoughts are on it if I would get it. And I was like, if we have a family member that's willing to pay for it, I'd probably get it. Because it's certainly not covered by my insurance.
Hey, look, a cave.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
That takes care of that.
You picked a bad time to pick a fight.
Oh.
I'm not sure I like these Alakir warriors hanging out here.
Nice. Yeah, there's definitely that side to it, but it is still such a huge upfront cost that it's like, I do annual contacts, so I get contacts that'll last me a month. I tend to stretch them out over a year, though. I tend to make them last a year and 2 months instead of just a year straight. I'll wear maybe them a little bit longer than a month. As long as they're not like bothering my eyes, I'll just keep wearing them instead of just swapping out for a new pair. We'll just average it to like 200. For that, if I just buy the contacts and not do a... Yeah, no, that would... LASIK, as long as it didn't... As long as you don't get like super fucking unlucky and it not go bad within a few years, it would pay itself off, I think, within 20, maybe. Isn't bad. Repay a surgeon? No. Oh. Yeah. That's not actually a bad... Huh. That's a pretty fucking clever idea, though, John. It's just so much fun being a fucking stealth archer. Ooh.
See anything useful?
It's no secret why you're here, and you have proven your skill in combat. Let us talk a moment, and no one else needs to die. I think we can all profit from the situation in which we find ourselves. My men will not attack you if you will lower your weapons.
Hurt! Alright, where's Kamatu? It is the only worthy battle cry of a warrior of Skyrim, John.
I'm right behind you. Yes, my thing?
Roriksted's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. If the dragon attacks, well, then it'd be a different story.
I don't know if you should be hoping for a dragon to attack, dude. You could fucking die.
Well met, kinsman.
Well met. Mm-hmm. Greymane or Battleborn? Greymane.
Take a seat and get the cold out.
Or Stormcloak sympathizers here.
Any news of the Alakir? At last, I can rest safely. You have done me a great service, warrior. I cannot thank you enough. Take this reward. I managed to sneak some of my wealth out of Hammerfell when I left. It's the least I can do. For now, I will maintain my ruse here. You are always welcome in the Bannered Mare. Until next time.
Alright, what to do next?
I'm right behind you.
Let's save the Gildergreen.
My friend,
I have played. I played Elder King's. I did a stream of that. Oh, when was that? I think I played that leading up to God of War Ragnarok. I think I played that after. Yeah, I played that after Plague Tale Requiem, and then it wasn't out yet. When it came out, played it, and almost united all of Skyrim. And then we got fucked. It was really fucking cool. A bit. I think they got to do some more optimization on that, or that might be an issue on base CK3's part, because CK3 itself wasn't all that well optimized. Most Paradox games aren't well optimized, but yeah, there was so much in it. I thought it was really, really freaking cool. I definitely want to return to it someday, but I got a bunch of stuff.
Hiding out somewhere. There's been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible. The Gildergreen, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about a weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I've been looking for you. Ah, looks like that's it.
Yeah, they put a lot of it. It felt like pretty balanced, although, like how most things go with Paradox games, though. It didn't take too long to figure out a way to get pretty brokenly strong. God damn, look at the fucking sky. You know what? We'll roll with nighttime. With that fucking god dang. Let's wait a few hours so that y'all can see, because we're going into woods, so the light of the stars will not really help much. Over this way? You found Serana? You can find Serana in the game? What? Okay, that was something I didn't know. Oh, I've angered them. Shit. Please degrade me more. Okay, so what if it is? there something wrong with my best? I didn't get to try out any of the vampire stuff when I was playing Elder Kings, though. Does she see me? Oh, the Hag Raven sees me. Oh, the Hag Raven got a lot of health. Ha! Oh! Ha! Bitch healed. Woo! And when you say, like, go somewhere, like, as in muster, raise levies, be a commander, and then just march over to that castle? So that's how it works in, oh, what was it called? A Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. If you wanted, like, the Valyrian events, you had to go to Valyria. Oh, just wage war on her? Well, that seems a bit rude.
Yes, my king? Looking for my...
What is it? What has happened to the Gilder Green? I have traveled long here to worship beneath its branches.
It was taken by a lightning strike. Wish I had time to deal with it, but it's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Please, don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
I really don't have time to deal with you right now. Please just let me get back to my work.
But this is supposed to be your work.
I've got your back.
Is she, able to have children, though, John?
From those filthy hag ravens
Or does she have, like, just a massive negative buff to it? Because I know that's how they balanced out the, Dark Elves, High Elves, and the Elves, in that game.
Oh, well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course, I'm glad you did. Now, I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps? Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam? I am a traveler, a pilgrim. I follow the voice of Kinnereth wherever it can be heard. I've dreamed of seeing Eldergleam for years. Might I travel alongside you? I promise not to get in the way.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
Then you're. I love it, John.
I thank you for your kindness.
Oh yeah, I've got to go all the way over here. She was my 2 times great grandma. Jesus. You, sir, have a problem. I want to get this place discovered. Oh, don't worry. I know. You're talking to a man that's played the Game of Thrones mod. I even have, for Crusader Kings 3, I even have the, when I did bother trying to get all the achievements for that game, when it, like, first came out, I got the, perfect, circle achievement. I'm proud of that one. That one is a bit of a tough one to do. Just because it takes so long to get to that point. Oh, I know. I have the guy following me that I think that lets you do it peacefully. But I didn't know you could do it peacefully until maybe a couple years ago? Oh, there's the naked bathers. God, these mods changed this area from like the gloomiest part of the game to like, it's fucking vibrant looking just with the fucking coloring of the water here, making it more blue.
Yes, my Thane?
Yeah. Definitely, John. Definitely. Let's see how this fucking looks.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
This is one of the most beautiful locations in game. Looks okay.
Please move quickly. Elder Green awaits us.
Hello there, friend. Come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary in Skyrim. Truly remarkable.
I might be thinking of a different interior location. Oh my god. Nettlebane looks cool. Oh yeah, the Forgotten Vale is beautiful because it's so like purple.
I had no idea you were a man of violence. What exactly are your intentions in this blessed place? You would violate this marvel of Kinnereth's glory to fix that half-breed stump in Whiterun?
Wow!
That's abominable. Barbaric! I'll have no part of this. Why didn't you tell me what you intended?
Well, you didn't ask.
Well, yes. There is something. It won't repair the tree back at the temple, but we could bring them a new one. Follow me. I think I can convince the tree to help us.
John, you just told me to do the peaceful way, you fucker.
The Elder Gleam has blessed us with a sapling.
Oh, that was easy.
You should take it to Whiterun. Danica will want to see that the true blessings of nature lie in renewal, not a slavish maintenance. I believe I'll stay here and bask in Elder Gleam's warmth a bit longer. Good luck on your travels. May Kinnereth's wind carry only the sweetest scents. Yes.
Man is a bit sus if you ask me.
I've got your back. Of course, sir.
Sir.
Do let me know if I can be of service.
Leave him as an offering. I can't remember what place I'm thinking of that has a really beautiful interior. We're sure to come across it in our travels. Do it! Strike him down. Fulfill your destiny.
Hey, look, a cave. What? It's inside.
Enemy. Fucking dragon.
My friend, a toast
You have
to
the
a
Eldergreen sap.
beautiful friendship.
But I can't run the temple without the support of people who are inspired by the Gildergreen. How can this little tree bring new worshippers? You're right, of course. It can be hard to hear the winds of Kinnereth when all you hear are the rabble in the temple. Death feeds new life. I'm sure that in time, this little sapling will grow into a new Gildergreen that will tower over Whiterun. Thank you. Grace of Kinnereth be
You're
with you.
welcome. All right. Lydia, I need.
I'm right behind you. Here's everything I have. Lead on.
Go. Got five. Got at least 5 Daedric Lords offering immortality. Dude, I'm so curious. Like, I'm curious if Elder Scrolls is gonna change things, because they don't really make mention to, you know, they don't make mention to the hero of Kvatch here in Skyrim. But I think they'd be stupid to have Elder Scrolls 6 not be taking place during the Second Great War between the Aldmeri Dominion and the Empire, because they spend this whole game pretty much hyping that up, a second confrontation. So, like, I feel like the time in between Elder Scrolls 5 and Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be the shortest amount of time jump out of all the Elder Scrolls games.
Good to see you. Take a look. It's been good talking to you.
Wait, oh, I still don't have $5,000. Fuck.
Businesses? Your children? Your very lives?
Your very lives! I love how passionate he gets.
Good to see you.
I need enough money so I can
Welcome in. Take a look.
buy the house.
Do come back.
Adrian Avenici, please still be here. Right, I'll sell to your husband.
Got something for just about everyone in here. Give a holler if you have
Oh,
any
she works on the inside
You're someone who
sometimes.
can
Oh,
get the finest weapons and armor.
Wait, the hero of Morrowind lives in Akaviri? How'd he fucking get there? Hero Kvatch, yeah, I know that he's Sheogorath. Like that's, but like, he still isn't. Sheogorath is the only one that mentions the hero Kvatch And he doesn't seem to remember that he was the hero of Kvatch. Because he's a bit fucking crazy.
There's a
And really, are the heroes of... Like, I thought the hero in Elder Scrolls Arena, I thought he just went and, like, saved the, Emperor's life or something.
Good to see you. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home. Enjoy your visit to...
And I don't have the funds to...
I am sworn to carry your burdens. Let's get
do
going
any
then.
upgrades, so we'll have the chest in the house.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Yeah. In Morrowind and Oblivion, I know those two end up immortal. Because I've played through Oblivion fully. Morrowind, no. And I will never fucking play through Morrowind. Okay, that's gonna be where I stop for the day. I'm gonna call the stream early tonight. I'm a bit tired. And I just thought just a little couple hours of stream would be good. Yeah, Daggerfall and Arena, from what I'm remembering, just off of lore I've read, are just like kind of normal people that end up doing cool shit. But yeah, John, thank you for so much for showing up and chatting. Clay and Paul, Tarada, thank y'all for showing up and hanging out. I will be live tomorrow night. I think tomorrow night I will do what I said I was going to do tonight and start playing that coffee talk game or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the rest of you lovely people have a good night.